All right. Rick Ennis 0922 here. You know, we had a fantastic trip going to Alaska. We had some disappointments, which you have at times, you know, just the way it goes. We were supposed to go to Juneau, and there was a medical emergency. A fella had a heart attack, so they had to stop the ship and you know, get him some attention. He survived. We all prayed for him. So that was good, you know, and then we hit some high seas, something like that, and it slowed us down. So they said, well, you're going to miss Juneau, and I'm drinking coffee while I'm talking this. I don't have any notes, so I hope I don't forget anything. So I thought this was going to voice over, but anyway, try to cover up these folks talking. We got to see if I can get this down right. You know, we went up there to Skagway and we rode that train. That was fun. We had some good. See, it's still talking over. Let's see. If I ever learn how to operate this, I'll be pretty good at it, huh? I should. I'm retired. I'm not sure why I have a circle on this one. I guess I didn't put that lens thing on there. You know, I'm just talking to y'all like y'all my buddies. So here we go. So anyway, we didn't get to go to Juneau. We went to Skagway. And they canceled the Glacier. We was going to go ride the helicopter over and walk on the Glacier, and they canceled that because the weather was too bad. And as I tell everybody, well, if the helicopter pilot says we don't need to be there, I'm not going to be there because I don't care about dying in Alaska on a glacier, you know. Whoopee! So anyway, that got canceled, and so we had to scramble to kind of find something to do that day. And we ended up at the M&M Tours, I think was what it's called. A shout out to them. They hooked us up with the train. You know, it wasn't through Carnival. We could have done that, but here we were in the middle of getting dumped from the Glacier deal. So here we went. There was another couple with us. And the other couple, there was two other couples with us. Well, two of them's not really a couple, but they roomed together. So anyway, they decided to go with us on the train. The other couple decided to go back to the ship. Well, that was cool. We had a good time. We took that train. The craziest thing is we had to be at the train station, and we sat there after we walked around Skagway, and we had lunch over at that brewery that I showed you the picture of, which was really good lunch. You know, we sightseed. I felt like, you know, sightseeing and walking around with all these cameras because I had a lot of cameras because I thought I was going to the Glacier. So, where am I going at this? Like the bus driver says, you've seen. So we sat there at the train station. Come to find out, at the train station we had to take a bus to another place to board the train. When we get on this bus, the guy's late. Again, late. So he goes down through town. I mean, it's like a one-horse town. It's through 2 or 3 roads. We're going down through there. He said, "Oh, I missed the road." And he drives this thing probably, you know, just guessing 5 to 10 times a day. So I'm wondering about him. I'm just, you know, I hate it. People get sick. People do other things. I don't know if he did or not. But he missed the road. Maybe he's thinking about something else, you know. So we get over to where we're going to board the train, and like I said, that lady on there, she was really good. She was cool. I tried to tape some outside the train, but it was too windy on the other camera. The GoPro, it just didn't work out. So, let's see, we took the train, then we took the bus back. The guy on the bus was really cool. He's from over here on the eastern side of the country. I can't remember now if it's South Carolina or not. He seemed to know where the ladies that were that live with us, that were with us. He knew that town. So anyway, he was like 78 years old, and he knew everything, and you can hear that on the other one. So we got through all that, got back on the ship, had a great dinner. The next morning we woke up, and what you see in these pictures is parts of icebergs floating down through there. We couldn't go. We were supposed to go to Endicott Arm Fjord, if I say that right, but we didn't get to go there. The captain said there's 2 big iceberg pieces breaking off. I don't really, you know, again, he's the captain. all right, you say we don't go. I'm not like them people on the Titanic where I don't care about sinking, you know. But anyway, I'm just sharing this with you. It's really beautiful country. If you're just into a really quick video, this isn't for you. If you want to see the country and some of it, I just turned on the camera, and undoubtedly I forgot to put there's a little thing you screw on the end of it, so it's got the circle effect. Yeah, it seems like every time you tape, there's a little something. One camera doesn't tape the sound, or so I use 2 or 3, and it's a little, you know, work at it and try. That's all I gotta say. I do this for me, for fun. So then I hope that folks that can't get out and go on a cruise or go places, whether it's hog hunting, deer hunting, cruising, anywhere I go, this puts it in your backyard, right up there on your TV screen. Like I said, you can see what's going on out here in the country. What appeals to me. Where else are we going? You know, San Francisco. I can't even talk. San Francisco was fun. We were there for 2 nights. I told her, you know, if we were going to go to San Francisco, I'd really like to see some sights over there. So that's why we rode the cable car, and we went to a couple places to eat, which I highly recommend. You can get them off of those videos. But you know, the cruise was fun. I met some really nice people, and then of course anywhere you go, you meet some really rude people. You wonder if they just grew up in a barn or something. The first night we got on the ship, we went up to the elevators, like 3 elevators. So there's people in line in front of one, in front of another, and so we got in line and made our own line for the next one, the 3rd one. And about the time it landed, this woman with a walker, if she just said excuse me or something, she just jumps in front of us and she waved her whole party over there. And the way I was raised, you stay 5 or 6 feet, 10 feet from the elevator so people can, you know, disembark from it. Well, the people couldn't hardly get off the elevator for her and her clan there, you know, jamming it up. But anyway, so then I was just like, I just walked to my room. You know, and I mean, I know people have disabilities, and I hate it. You know, there's some people on scooters. Well, it seemed like a lot of scooters, and some were very nice and polite, and some would just, you know, you better get out of the way. That's all I gotta say. I was in Disneyland back in 90, maybe 98 with my daughter and a friend and his son, and it was the same way with the people with strollers. If they had a stroller and you got in the way, you're gonna get run over. If you didn't matter if you was walking down that lane, you know, I walk like I drive on the right. And anyway, I could have probably ended up in the ship's galley very easily, but my mom and dad raised me to have manners, so I just excuse me and go on. But for the most part, like I said, everybody was cool. A lot of nice people I met, or we met, and we had a really good time. It seemed like there was one more thing. I'll probably remember it later. Something else got canceled, but you know, we spent a lot of time at sea. A lot of time talking to our friends that, you know, Teresa, she got this together. She's a really great travel agent. She did a wonderful job. And she's always there to answer our questions because we don't fly that often. And it's our first cruise for both of us, either 25 or 30 years. So we had a bang up time. I really like to get in your truck and drive where you're going kind of thing. But, you know, I couldn't drive to Alaska, and they said the roads going there is really bad and you need 3 or 4 spare tires to go. So, or at least that's what my friend said. And he knows everything. At least he thinks he does. You listen to this, you know who you are. So anyway, I hope I taped over those people that were talking. They were on the balcony ahead of us. And I hope you enjoy these videos. If you do, subscribe and like. How about that, you know? And like I said, you're just watching a bunch of ice float around. We didn't take the boat ride down to the glacier because we were wanting to go land on the glacier, and we had it all set up for that by helicopter. See, it's got kind of loud that day on the ship. We were out there a lot. All right. Hope you enjoyed this, and like I said, like and subscribe, and I'll catch you later. Guinness 092 coming at you from Alaska.